This is a video I wanted to make for at least a couple weeks now, but I'm late to the trend. And that is, Nintendo is awful. I know, a bold statement, right? But more on that later. Recently, Nintendo revealed the Nintendo Switch 2, which, surprisingly, sequel to the Nintendo Switch. And it looks pretty promising. From the Direct, new Donkey Kong game looks awesome, and the new Mario Kart. Like, those are instantly going to be classics. Only one small issue is when people started looking more into it, apparently it's going to cost $450, which is an absurd amount of money to spend on a Nintendo console. With that amount, Nintendo better make my bed and tuck me in before they fuck me, cause who's going to pay for that shit? Listen, who does Nintendo think they are? They're not making no super high-powered Xbox or PlayStation 5. We know the Switch is gonna run like shit and have no battery. Like, I have a current Nintendo Switch, and I could maybe have that thing off the charger for 40 minutes before it dies. And this new one is gonna be higher powered and everything, so it's gonna die even faster. And that's just my assumption for now, because they're still yet to have anyone testing it. At least the specs. But here's the wild thing I found out. Nintendo is offering a region-locked Switch 2 that's exclusive only to Japan. And guess what? It costs a third less than the American version at $300. Like, what are you doing here? If it was worth $450, then it would be $450 across the board. There's no way the amount of materials it costs to make this thing is equal to that price. It's ridiculous, because I know Nintendo fans are going to just gobble it up, and I might be one of them. Though not right away, it might be a couple years before I even get this thing. Because ain't no way I'm paying that $450 price for this thing. I got bills to be paying. And I know a lot of people can't afford this. A lot of my friends who are Nintendo fans can't get this. And that's just mentioning the console. I haven't said anything about the games yet, which is arguably much worse than just a high-priced console. It's these high-priced games that Nintendo knows they're gonna get away with. Like the new Mario Kart, $80 for the digital version. If you want that in physical, sorry, $90. $90 for a game is an insane asking price. And if Nintendo can pull it off, which you know they will, this is definitely gonna cause a trickle-down effect, leading to other companies following suit. Like, considering every company is now a greedy bastard. Imagine Ubisoft trying to charge $90 for their trash-ass games. Like, sorry, only good game we got is Siege. And I know damn well nobody's gonna be paying $90 for new Assassin's Creed or whatever Skulls and Bones they try to release next. So Nintendo's probably gonna be the only company that could get away with that. No one makes games as good as Nintendo does. Or even as unique. Except for, I guess, newer indie titles. Which you gotta agree, they do have really good games. But at that asking price, maybe the only company I could see that could get away with that is Rockstar with GTA 6. But I don't want to spend $90 on a video game. That is absurd, because you know damn well they're going to be throwing more microtransactions, more DLC, and just try to rinse you for all your money. And if you're okay with this, please let me know in the comments, because I really want to see your opinions on this. And while you're down there, maybe leave a like too. And this is all without me mentioning the fact that the majority of these games, or at least any crossovers from other companies on the Nintendo Switch 2, are going to be just key cards. So you don't even get the game? The most retarded thing I've heard of. You could even have it downloaded on your thing, on your Switch, and you can't open it unless you have the game cartridge in. So then what's the point of even getting physical? Yeah, you get a cool box, but that's not going to do shit. I guess there's still the option where you could share it. That's not going to do much if you don't have anyone to share them with. And also the fact that you need an internet connection to even be able to download the games to play them. So if you're picking this up casually and you don't have any internet, or you're nowhere near it when you pick up the game, you can't just play it out of the box like you used to. And this isn't a new thing for gaming. Xbox has been doing this for a long time. Same thing with PlayStation. But for Nintendo, who relies solely on cartridges for this generation, it defeats the whole purpose of even having them. Because they're supposed to be small, portable, and easy to use. But if you don't even get the games with them, why? Why even make a physical edition? That is just more corporate greed right there. Because they could just take the time to put it on there, and yet they don't. Now let's say you own some old games from the Nintendo Switch 1. Your Mario Kart 8, your Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, maybe even your Kirby and the Forgotten Land. If you want to play them on the new console, you now have to buy an upgrade pack. For now, have only been stated to be $10 for just a single game upgrade. And now, there are now plus upgrades that include a new DLC for $20 on top of that. So, you have already spent $60 on a mainline Nintendo game. Now they're asking you to spend another $10 just to play it again on the Nintendo Switch 2. How are we moving backwards? From when the Xbox 360 transitioned to the Xbox One, you were able to transfer all your games over and even use some of the discs in the new console with no problems. And yet Nintendo has the audacity to charge additional money for these, 8-year-old, 9-year-old games? Even if they're a new one, why are you trying to spend an additional $20 to play it again? It's gonna look slightly better on the new console? That's not worth the price of admission. The fact that they're trying to do all of these things at the same time is just wild. Because it's not just, alright, fine, maybe they want to raise the price of games. Okay, you gotta do that. Then you gotta charge people to play their games they own again, on top of your physical copies not even having the game on there. Which, all this is fine and dandy to shit on Nintendo for. And it looked like it was gonna be a big shitstorm for him. But guess what? It doesn't matter. Nintendo fanboys, scalpers, and I guess the uninformed decided to buy out every pre-order available. Basically saying, yeah, Nintendo, we're fine with getting fucked and paying as much money as you want. All I could say is I hope Nintendo lowers the price, or changes their mind, or people stop buying all these games. But that's probably never gonna happen. So, I've been Seismic, and that's all I got for this video.